this when I knew this Chappelle show was on fire, because I didn't know who he was. I was just hanging out with Charlie, and Charlie went over there. And he was like not shaking, but he was just uncharleristic.
Right. Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Got your book and everything." And the first thing Barack Obama said to Charlie was like, "I just want to let you know that my wife loves the show." So I was like, if his wife loves the show, then she loves me.
Right.
She loves part of the show. I'm like, I'm in the White House.
Right, yeah.
I felt like this. It was so funny because I called you. You know, we cool for a while, and I called you, right? And somebody, you got a new number,
yeah,
of course.
Man.
But I said, and the guy that answered the phone, I was like, I know you get this call. Like, can you imagine getting the old phone number of a celebrity? And like he said, I get this all the time, right? You know, I'm just.
Well, he should have gave me the number back because we tried to get the number back.
How did you?
But he enjoyed. I had the number for so long, right?
Right.
So I changed my phone number.
Okay.
And then when I changed my number, they said that it would be out of the system. All right, cool. One of my friends called me like a month or so later, and she was like, "Oh," I called her to check in and give her my new number.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I kind of figured you changed it because I left you a message and." Somebody, it wasn't you on the message. So I'm like, what do you mean? So I called, they assigned the number to someone else.
Yeah.
And man, Donnell, he loved having that number though.
Yeah, because it sounded like he had got a kick out. He was like, no, it happens all the time.
Yeah, man. You didn't tell him who you were you?
No, I didn't tell him who it was.
You just said, I'm rich, bitch. You just said, okay.
Voice, I just got one of voice like, that's Ashy Larry.
Yeah.
Somebody said even his voice is ashy, but I embrace it.
Hey, man, do people notice your voice? Like,
yeah,
because if I was somewhere and I just heard you speaking, I would say, man, oh, shoot, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very distinct voice. But people do notice that. They notice that. You know what's weird that people notice me lately more than anything is a meme that I created with Charlamagne. When we fell out the chair. It is crazy, man, because like I used to see it pop up, but now that meme is so big, people use it to punctuate like comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Or laugh at the end of it.
Yeah, dude, you can literally put that meme up. Like if somebody's singing off key, you put that meme up,
and it makes you laugh.
Somebody's that meme is better than the Michael Jordan, because that crying meme take away from a legacy,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Right, not take away, but it's like damn. But that one right there, bro, that falls right into place.
I don't like that.
The Michael Jordan.
The reason why
never used it.
No, I did it, and this is when I used to do my brand on social media called Too Soon, right? Oh. And this is when Tyrese was on one of his rants. Right, one of his rants, right? Like he was on one, right? And then I got my graphic dude to do Tyrese as a Magic Johnson meme.
Yeah, wait,
Michael
Jordan.
Michael Jordan,
yeah.
And then Tyrese slid in my DM saying,
"Oh,
like,
really?
I expect that for somebody that I don't know, but since I know you, I thought that was disrespectful, and I think you should take it down." And I was like, "Well, maybe this is the last time we communicate."
Right. Did you leave it up?
I leave it up because I left it up because if you start, and with me, everything is. I'm never trying to be mean or nasty to anybody. It's all in just funny games, and if you can't take that joke, then I can't have people policing what I put on the internet like. Don't put this up there or I'll be upset. You know? So,
but are you starting to see?
But it was so funny because Tyrese was like, damn. I was like, could you just shut up? No disrespect. This is so funny how it kind of, the Tyrese situation kind of was part of my life. Because I was like, please shut up. We don't need to know everything. Please just be quiet, right? And then I started having issues with my baby mother, right? And I wanted to DM Tyrese and say, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Because my baby
You're like,
mother
now I understand.
I was like, she had me saying, what more do you want from me?
I think a lot of people do it. We just didn't do it on social media. No. So you was like, now I feel your pain,
yeah,
brother.
I felt the pain. I want to apologize to him so bad.
Hey, man, do you feel like we're starting to see comedians I'm starting to see apologies again. At one point, it does feel like we're letting comedians be comedians again.
Right.
But then I saw Mike Epps do like a little apology, and I was like, and even when they apologized for, I'm like, bro, like,
the reason why?
Hey, can we make sure that we fix this mic straight?
The reason why. Also, I just want to say this early on in the show that I'm part of the Netflix. Netflix is a Joke Festival. I have a show in LA on May the 4th, If you go to DonnellRawlings.com, you can get tickets. I think the theater is called Belasco.
Belasco, yep, downtown.
Yeah, I'm down there for
It's
that.
a beautiful venue too, bro.
Yeah,
Have you been in it?
I haven't been there.
It's a great venue. It's small enough, but it's big enough.
Yeah.
And acoustically, and you're gonna kill there down there.
And the thing about it is everybody's always like, yeah, they got so many comedians on the Netflix joke special. If you look at the comedians that was chosen to do a show wherever this venue it was, and then think about all the comedians that weren't. So I'm grateful that Netflix said, we have a relationship with you. We think you're one of the guys that we want to showcase, and I'm gonna be bringing fire. This
Yeah, man. But that's what you do anyway. But like I was saying, do you feel that there is more apologies going on, or do you feel like we're in a different space when it comes to
No,
comedy
there are
right now?
apologies. I don't think we should do them.
Right.
And just like we were saying before we went on air, is about we were talking about like what people think. There's a certain level you get to in this business where if you get to that level of confidence where you really don't care about what anybody thinks, that's when you become that artist that they consider to be the GOAT. That's when you become that artist like he's unfiltered, he's going to do what he wants. But I don't think there's a need to apologize. But sometimes, people be in bed with different corporations, different networks and stuff like that, so they can't really speak the way they want to speak. But when you have a forum like social media, whatever, sometimes things come out, you can't retract it. But I just encourage everybody just to be who you are.
Amen.
And the people that accept it, they accept it. And I have to say this, and people are going to be like, oh, he's got to bring Dave up. But such an iconic comedian, such a good friend of mine, he got to the point where he doesn't care so much that the industry can't even mess with him anymore because he don't try to appease and try to please critics, networks. His boss is the consumer and the people that's going to pay that ticket.
Right.
And everybody can't get to that point because you got to consider your family and all these other things. But when you get to that point where you don't care what anyone else thinks about you, then that's when you become
and even with Dave too, bro, it was like he jumped on a lot of grenades for a lot of people too. And he had to be ready to actually, lose something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like there was so much on the table from what we saw.
Yeah. And that's why I get this question, that the question, like, for some reason, people title people GOATs for anything. They get one good set.
Oh, my God, dude.
They're a GOAT. But I think that there's certain things that need to be considered when you start throwing that around. And when I speak on Dave, when I say, like, I think he's the GOAT, one of the GOATs, is because he had a moment where he had to question his integrity, his morals, his beliefs, and he had to say, screw everything. Similar to when Muhammad Ali decided that he wasn't going to Vietnam.
Yeah, man.
That he was like, that was at the prime of his career. He probably lost 50 million, 100 million to that, but he just said, this is what I'm going to stand on. And that's the situation. That's one of the reasons why I consider Dave to be a GOAT, because he said, I'm going to do it my way, even if it costs me some money, even if it costs me some relationships. This is what I feel. This is what I believe. And that was a moment that I really think, as funny as he is, I think that was a moment that resonated with so many people.
Yeah, when you guys quit when the Chappelle show was over.
First off, I ain't quit.
Like,
No. Misinformation. I ain't quit, son. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah, man.
I might quit for 1,000. I might quit for 100. But $50 million, I'm here to work. Let's go.
What I gotta do?
Yeah, you ain't gonna keep on having me saying I'm rich, bitch. And I'm like 1,000 in the bank, son. Let me get the bag.
Yeah, I'm rich, bitch. Like, I'm not rich.
Yeah,
hey, man,
I'm partially.
when Dave when we didn't know where Dave was at, did you know where Dave was at?
The crazy thing was, I kind of put it together, and the reason why, for me, and nobody understood these thoughts, because I remember one time we were back in the green room. It was me, Dave, and Mos Def, right? Yassine.
Yes.
And Yassine, this is when I think he first started spending a lot of time in Africa, right? And the way he was pitching Africa to us was like he was trying to get us to buy brownstone in Brownsville, right? He was like, yeah, I just got to come over there, right?
Get a timeshare.
Like, if all of us come over there, then Africa going to look like Brooklyn.
Right.
We don't want that. But I saw like a light go off in Dave, like, like, what if, And then when he disappeared, I just said I told Neil, I said, man, I know where he went. And Neil was like, what? I was like, he went to Africa. And Neil looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language, right? Cut to 3 days later, Dave went to Africa. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he probably went there to unite with Yassine or just to, settle his brain or whatever it was.
Hey, man, let me tell you, I remember at one point, Donnell, the world was looking for, and I think I had this conversation with you, maybe in one of our previous interviews, but the world was looking for Dave Chappelle. Yeah. No one knew where he was at.
Right.
I was coming out of a club in Whittier, California, and it was probably 2:30, 3 in the morning because I went to this taco shop after the club.
Right.
And so when I was walking into a little taco shop.
Right. In the Bay?
No, this is right here in Whittier, California, like right here.
Yeah.
And so while I'm walking into the taco shop, a dude is walking out. And my man said, damn, 2 famous people in one night. Right. Like, oh, what's up, big boy? So I'm thinking like, who's famous here?
Right.
I walk in, bro, and in this little taco shop is Dave Chappelle.
Right.
And 2 other brothers just sitting there like 2:33 in the morning.
Chilling.
Having tacos. And I was like, oh, what's up, man? What's up? And I'm thinking like the world is looking for you.
And you right here.
Yeah.
But I had a similar experience. I think I was in San Francisco and I was doing a show, and one of a good friend, Tony Woods, knew I was in town, right? And I was coming out of my hotel, and this minivan pulls up, right? The door slides open. I was like, oh, they finally got me, right? I thought I'm about to get shot.
They gonna yank me in.
And then it was like Dave and Tony Woods, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing in the minivan? You might need to get back on the set, bro.
This is at the time when the world looking for him,
this
too?
This was around that time. It was probably maybe like a year or 2 after, and it was all fresh. It was maybe like 2 years after. But what people don't know is that he disappeared from mainstream, but he still was going. He'd do the punchline in San Francisco. He would still go do clubs and make a grip, whatever. But
hey, man, I recently saw you guys at one of the smaller shows.
Yeah.
And the small show of no phones.
Yeah.
No recording devices.
Right.
Man, I thought you guys killed.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, could we have done the same show if those phones were on? Because
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have. I don't play. And because the thing about it is, like, I do, you saw my set, whatever.
You are hilarious, too,
I know
bro.
some things you was like,
is that some of the stuff for Netflix is a joke? Were you working out?
Yeah, I'm getting. But I feel like I'm going to speak how I speak with my voice, right? Mm-hmm. I don't come with no ill will. I don't have no hate or anything like that. So when I go hard like that, I'm like, you got to be able to take a joke. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to take a joke. And if we just this cancel culture situation, if we like, oh, you can't say this, nobody's going to be original. And I know one joke in particular, when I do this joke, I know that it is the most cancelable joke. Right. The one, you know what I'm talking about. When I do it and I just go in, but the thing about it is, like, if I do this joke and I stop, then they have control of me. But when I do it, I just double down and triple down to the point where it becomes funny. But I do think that the era of cancel culture is over.
Yeah, bro.
And I think part of it was Dave. I think Dave contributed a lot to it because he went up to, like the LBGT community, whatever. No offense to anybody. I don't have anything bad to say, but he was basically saying enough is enough. We're comedians. I understand you have one way, your outlook on the world, and I have a different outlook on the world. I can understand your outlook on the world, but that don't necessarily mean that I have to agree with everything. Mm-hmm. And the problem becomes, like, if you got a problem with somebody disagreeing with you, as long as it don't come with no disrespect, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not causing somebody to not get a job or something like that, people are going to speak what they want to speak. Mm-hmm. But there are consequences to it, And Dave, and there's a handful of comedians out there that can handle the consequences of it, and they're gonna stand 10 toes down on what they think is funny. I can't let you control what's funny with me. I don't have that type of career where I'd be like, oh, I just lost that contract with Disney. Disney don't fuck with me. Right. And especially just how I described them.
Right. Hey, man.
Is there a reason why we don't, Donnell? I don't know, profanity and Disney in the same sentence.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but you know what's crazy? I remember when you was like, yeah, big, when I come in, I'm going to roast you, son. And I was like, well, maybe I need to cancel them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't want Donnell in the neighborhood.
No, I wasn't going to. I just said.
No, I love you, bro.
No, this is the thing. You're the how do I describe it?
Uh-oh.
The messiest. You know the words they use on the street when they say you messy?
Yeah.
But you messy and so respectful on how you present your mess.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
explain this to me.
Look, if you look at your face, your eyebrows right now.
Right.
Look how deep you into what I'm saying. Like, that's what talk. You lock people in, and you'll say something like, Donnell, oh my God, how's your son doing? Donnell, is there any truth to the rumor that you're gay? I'm like, fix your eyebrows, bro.
What else you gay?
And then you answer like this: I'm sorry, but I'm not.
Right.
You know, like, but you have a way to get.
But you are a Trump supporter, though.
No, I'm not a Trump supporter.
See, I did that?
And I was like, I want to be like this. I mean, I'm not a Trump supporter. Certain things, you know.
Right.
You know, I'm a small business. I'm a VA. So some of the things that he created for that, I could say, you know what? I understand that. But
right.
I'm not
so
a supporter.
you were in the service.
I was in the Air Force.
Thank you for your service. How long were you in?
Don't thank me.
Oh, really? Though?
I wasn't.
Just go? Oh,
I didn't
why
get
don't
no
thank
ribbons.
you?
I ain't get no ribbons. Ain't no blue hearts, no
Yeah,
medal
no
of
purple
valor,
hearts, no purple rain.
marksmanship.
Right.
The only medal I had was the only thing I had was said my name.
Right.
And it's like, you was in. I ain't got no ribbons. I barely had stripes. It wasn't that.
Right.
And for me, it was like for a lot of people from my background, a lot of people of color. The military for me was just an option after high school for a guy that didn't have any formal training or anything. I wasn't going to college. So, you know, for a lot of black people, the military is the next best thing, in regard to getting your life together. So that's what it was. No slight to people that serve to like want to protect the country. But I will tell you this, and I'll tell you this in your face. If we were in war and you was beside me, if I got shot, I would encourage them to shoot you too.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be the only one limping like that. I'm like this. I am not USA. I'm like, okay. I thought the military is a place where I get to go to college and I get the GI Bill. Yeah. And I thought that they said the GI Bill's equivalent to like $10,000. I thought they was gonna give me that when I showed up.
Right.
It was like, no, it's conditions to this. Shout out to all the people that serve and I do.
Hey man, I remember comedian Earthquake. He was like, man, they serious. Yeah. like I didn't come over here for no war.
Me and Earthquake were both in the same branch. We were both in the Air Force.
Really though?
Yeah, it's so interesting. And he's one of my closest friends too.
Hey man, is there any truth? Not truth, but I know that Dave was recently asked about would he ever bring back the Chappelle show. Is that a thing you think for real?
Know.
It's so much out there that Chappelle
I mean, it is
show.
the reason why I say it's a thing in regard to him possibly thinking about it sometime, because we have casual conversations about it. You know, like I bought a place in Yellow Springs. He's one of my closest friends, and he's my neighbor also. So sometimes we'd be sitting around, you know, partaking or whatever, and he'll say something like, "So, you know, if I was to do sketches again, would you be down?" And I'm like this, what is in that drink? What kind of question is that?
Yeah, right. And you damn right I'm down.
You know, and there's certain times we'll have moments that we'll be out on the road and we'll think of something funny and we'll say, what if we still had the show? And I was like, that's a horrible question. What if? Because Dave, you know, that's open for you anytime you want to do it. I can understand what some of his reservations may be about doing it, because people understand to produce a show on a weekly basis like that, it's a lot of work. You know, it's like 16 hours a day. 4 or 5 days a week, and that's before you get to the editing booth. That's before you do anything. And then you look at, like, what does that translate for him? What does it translate into money? I can go out here and do an arena tour and get the same bag,
right? Or
I could commit to this. And I don't think that, I've said this on other platforms, I don't think it would be a good idea to try to bring that show back as a weekly thing.
Nah.
You know, I think it as maybe a one-off, and like he suggested, like a movie or whatever, that would be awesome. God. Because it could be a way to really close it out, some unanswered questions. But with that show, and that show was so huge. It meant so much to pop culture. It is hard for me to evade questions about the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As much as people like, and the thing is, and this has been following my career, I've been doing it for 33 years, right? The Chappelle Show was 2.5 years of my career. And if you look at how I came into business and some of the things I did when I first came in as a young actor, as a young comedian, I accomplished some dope things. And even after the show, I continued with the same consistency. But this show was such an impact on pop culture. Do you think that everywhere I go, I want to hear people say I'm rich, bitch,
right?
Or Ashy Larry? I don't have a problem with it, but we we stamped the industry so much, it's hard to ignore it.
Yeah.
It's hard not to talk about it. And it's particularly people like myself, people like Neil, people like Charlie, you know, Dave. Like, we were like in the forefront of it. We were like probably got the most exposure, camera time, whatever. But then you have people, I'll say like Bill Burr. Bill Burr was a part of the show, right? Bill Burr has created his own legacy, done his own thing without the, I would say, the platform on Chappelle's show. That was good for him. That's not what made him. It's his stand-up and everything. But he wasn't as much of a part of that show blowing up. So he does interviews, whatever. People might not ask him too much questions or whatever. Even I'll give you another example, like Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady made such a huge impact on the perception people had of him and everything on that show. And it's been documented that he doesn't really like people talking about it.
Oh, really?
You know, because he looks at all the other things that he's done. You know, Wayne Brady is a beast, man. To be able to sustain a career, 25, 30 years, gainfully employed, being respected. But he doesn't embrace it as much as I would. Mm-hmm. But for the rest of his life, people are going to be always, is Wayne Brady going to have to choke a bitch?
Yeah.
No matter whose line is next, make a deal, no matter Broadway or whatever, that's the thing that just hit everybody. And that's what this show was. It was just a show that hit everybody. Newsweek Weekly, or one of those publications, they did a article, and they said the top 100 shows in the history of television. HBO's The Wire was in that top 100, and Chappelle's show was in that top 100. And I'm the only person that's ever been on both of those shows. No, correction. The guy that just passed away, that plays Senator Clay Davis on The Wire. I'm missing his name right now, but he was on The Wire, and he was also on the Chappelle show. So when it's all said and done, whatever other success I might get from this business or money or whatever, I know that I was part of two shows that when you start talking about drama, when you start talking about comedy, it'll be mentioned. But the issue that I won't say I'm having in my career, but what I realize is that a lot of people know me as a comedic actor. Mm-hmm. That's what the introduction is. A lot of people don't know me as a stand-up. Now, if you've been following my career, like going to the comedy clubs for over 25, 30 years, whatever, you would know that I was a solid stand-up comic. But a lot of people, they know me from The Wire. They know me from BMF. Right. They know me from The Corner. They know me from the shows. They don't know me as a stand-up comedian. So I was like, it was a couple weeks ago, this guy was like, you're one of my favorite comedic actors. And I thought he was going to say favorite comedians. He said comedic actors. So now I'm like, what do I got to do now, right? What do I got to do for people to know that it's not just the acting? I don't even do that much, the stand-up. So then I got to go back to the drawing board. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start posting clips on my social media, right? It's not going to be the crowd work clips. It's going to be clips that you say, this guy could have put this in his special, just so I could reintroduce people as a stand-up comedian. But now people will come see me, be like, oh, that's the guy from so-and-so. And a lot of times when you see those guys, oh, I liked him in this, he was in this sitcom, in this movie, but when you see him do stand-up, it's like, yeah, I just like him in front of the camera most.
Bro, your stand-up
I tell people
is hilarious.
I tell people.
And I'm talking about like Machine Gun.
Yeah.
Hilarious,
you're right,
bro.
And I'm like, you speak on yourself that people are like, oh, I'm just telling you what is real. And if you don't believe me, I tell you, this is when I know it's real. I do shows all over the country, all over the world, and this is the impact of what that show did for my brand and then how I take it to the next level. I'll do an arena. I've done multiple arenas. I don't think there's an arena in the country that I haven't done with Dave. I don't sell a ticket to that show. Nobody knows I'm going to be on that show, right? Dave don't ever have to put me on the flyer or anything. And they'll do the introduction. You've seen him on The Wire, right? You've seen him on The Corner. But you fell in love with him as Ashley on the Chappelle show, and 25,000 people, they go crazy. That's only the start. And Chris Rock even said this, your celebrity will get you the first minute of your set. And then it's got to be you after that. Mm-hmm. Oh, I like, Lord, my God. But when I go up there, I walk on to a standing O, and when I leave, it's a standing O. And that's not a guy just a comedic actor. That's a guy that's got over 30 years of it that really loves what he does and tries to evolve every year. Try to find out how I can get deeper into what I do for people to continue to want to come see me.
Amen. But
and that's why I'm encouraging people to come out for the Netflix show. May 4th, what's the name of the theater?
Belasco Theater downtown.
Theater. One show,
like I say, it's
midnight.
a beautiful spot too, bro.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful spot, a great spot for comedy as well, man.
So I gotta wear a suit. I'm wearing a suit.
How much do you have your finger on the pulse of like Drake is about to drop Iceman album, right?
Yeah.
Is your finger on the pulse with what went down with the beef and you know what I'm saying? And where Drake is at, yeah.
Yeah. What it is like, this is what it is. In an industry, we forget so quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just stomp Drake out or he's not going to be relevant. He's a bad dude, one of the best to ever do it. And I think that people will forget about that beef if he has quality music. And there's another thing that somebody, I think what's the guy, DJ Academic?
Mm-hmm.
He said something, right? And he's very controversial, right? But he said something that makes a lot of sense. Drake makes music for women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different vibe. I don't think that anything Kendrick has done is going to make people feel sexy. Or make you want to smash.
I don't know. You said make you feel sexy.
I don't know. Donnell, I want to question. Are you gay, Donnell?
Put it up, you guys. Put it
what
up.
I'm saying is like,
why are you?
I think that
Every
people,
time you say gay, your phone ring.
Shut up, man.
Yeah.
Hello, let me call you back. I got to call you back. Let me call you back. No, I think people appreciate them for different reasons.
Right.
And you're not going to stomp Kendrick out, and you're not going to stomp Drake out.
Yeah, man.
And he's just that level. It's like people want to anticipate him coming out with some new stuff. You don't know. Nobody knows of a bad Drake album.
Mm-hmm.
He still has a relationship with other artists to do the best collabs or whatever. And I think that once his album come out, I don't know if any beef or any that will happen, but nobody's gonna be thinking about that. They're gonna be thinking about the quality of the music.
I know my wife not, Mariana, you not. Well, she felt a certain way during the beef.
Oh no, she don't. Oh, so she don't mess with Drake no more.
Well, I didn't like him at that time because I just didn't like the fact that he filed a lawsuit. Like I just felt like that was not.
She gangster.
Yeah, like a little bit,
Yeah,
like,
but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
Kendrick,
you. I know, but a hit is gonna be a hit.
Yeah.
I can't deny
if it's
that.
a hit, and I'm gonna tell you, like I give you an example, like T.I. with Let 'Em Know, right?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, okay, what is T.I.? Then like he kind of like, stepped away from rap for a while to do stand-up comedy or whatever, and then, some people like this. Oh, we want to see you as the rapper. You still got it, but God damn, that Let 'Em Know. I don't care if that beat moves you and the lyrics is popping as much as you're gonna be like this. I mean, I can't stand him, but whatever. We outside, whatever. I forgave him this time.
Hey man, but even when we talk about forgiveness or whatever it is, right? Did you go to any of the Kanye shows at SoFi? Because I know Dave went.
No, I didn't.
And then I know at the show that we went to, the small show that you and Dave put on, Ye was there.
Yeah, he was there, but I didn't get out. And I wish me not seeing that. It's almost like if you like start seeing footage of a Michael Jackson concert, you like, dang, I wish I was there. I wish I was there just for that.
Were you in town?
I wasn't in town.
Yeah,
no,
man.
I would have showed up if I wasn't.
Because that was one of those nights too. I didn't go the first night, but I heard so much the first that I was like, the second night I was like, I gotta go and see this.
Right.
And when we were talking about cancel culture and there's different types and different things and certain things hit a little different. But I think that was one of those things too where I've seen it so much. I've seen Donald Trump say grab her by the pee and I'm like, oh, he's done.
Right.
And there's so much I'm like, oh, he's done. When 6ix9ine was the king blood and then he's, so-called, he snitched. I was like, oh, by the street code, he's done. So there's just different rules and different cancellations now.
No, it's different levels of what a star is.
Say it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you know how mad whoever Kanye had beef with, and I'll say the whites, do you know how mad they are that this dude can still have people want to see him and make $18 million in one night? That type of person you can't control.
Yeah.
You can't control that type of person. And if you think about it, there's some similarities in the way like Michael Jackson thought, and some similarities in the way Michael Jackson and Kanye think. You know, it's part of Michael Jackson's career where Tommy Mottola, he was like,
right,
this is not it. I know that how powerful I am. I know that I contribute this. And you're not going to make me feel any way. And I know what the power I have. Those are goats. Kanye is a goat because he'll say, I don't need this for anything. He proved it when he got those contracts or whatever. He's like, you know what? I could make $20 million just selling a pair of water socks. You know, those are the people that at the end of the day, you can't control. Even although they counseling some of these places that Kanye is supposed to perform, whatever, he's going to find a home somewhere. And if he don't, he's in a position where he can do everything himself.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to continue to want to be in bed with him. They're going to continue to want to work with him. But he's got the power and the confidence to say, guess what? I showed y'all. I don't need y'all.
Hey, man, what's your day-to-day? When you're not away, when you're not on stage, what do you do as Donnell Rawlings? Like,
I'm always thinking about what the next joke is going to be. I'm always thinking about how I can evolve as a entertainer, and how I can evolve as a dad.
Ooh.
You know, my most important thing, my concern is like, how can I be the best for my son, and how can I make him the best?
How young is your son?
He's 10.
Oh.
And he's like, and I know everybody's kid's older than my son.
Right.
Yo, is
this your first?
Yeah, it's my first oldest. But let me tell you something. You was like, oh, so how's the second wife?
No. Hey, man, but let me tell you, my son is 19, right?
Right.
And even when I had my son, all my homies already had kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're the father of a 10-year-old.
I'm the grandfather and the father in the same father. I forget about it until I run into certain situations. I was in the Bay doing the Super Bowl, and I met some people. I was at an event Angela Yee was doing, right? Mm-hmm. And it was some middle-aged couple. When I say middle-aged, my age, well, probably younger, right? Right. And they were like, are you going to the game? I was like, no, I'm not going to the game. I got to get back to L.A. to get to my son. And the lady said, what does he do? Right?
You're like, he does
algebra?
Yeah.
Roblox?
Yeah. He does 5th grade. Like, what the fuck? What does he do?
And I tell you this, when I found out that I was going to be a dad, I had my reservations like, oh, they're going to be cracking jokes on me. Are you too old or whatever? But you can't tell a person when they're too old to do something that they would have loved.
And do you feel like you were more ready for the acceptance of everything because you crashed the car and you learned?
No, go ahead and say, was the hoe still in your life at this time?
No, because
where you settled?
No, because I'm saying, man, I had my first at 38.
Yeah.
And by 38, I'd already had the home. I already crashed the car. You know what I'm saying? So I knew how to focus and be dad.
It's so funny that you use the word focus, right? Because that's the question people always ask, you know, in fatherhood. Do you think it made you more focused? Mm-hmm. But my entire career, I've always been focused, but I'm working with 2 different lenses now.
Well, yeah.
You know, when I was younger, I was focused, but I had that cheap lens. You know, the one that come with the camera?
Yeah.
You know, the one that you can use this one, or you can get the red ring.
But
right?
you will need to upgrade it.
Yeah, you need to upgrade. This is going to be good. It's like the memory card.
This will get you through the basics. Yeah.
That memory card. You get how many gigs? It's it's like 4 megabytes. You get 5 pictures.
Like
upgrade.
Like, yeah, it'll get you out the mall.
Yeah, but
you know
after that, you're going to come and see us again.
Yeah.
So for me, fatherhood meant, for me, it was like I had a lens. It was a wide lens. It was a little blurry, but I still was focused. But when I had my son, that's when it turned into that fine lens, the one that you can see a pimple on your nose. And I was like, this is what I got to do. And I realized as much as I think I'm on this earth for this or that, I really realized what the true purpose of me being here was. And that was him.
Isn't that wild, bro? Yeah. When you figure like, oh, I know why now.
And then for me, I got a chance to start over. And the reason why I say that is my son is everything I wanted to be.
Really? How so? What do you mean by that?
He's beautiful. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That Salvadorian DNA.
Let me tell you,
that Salvadorian DNA just made me. I got a model on my head.
Hey man, let me tell you, dude. Like my son, you know, handsome girls, this, that, and the other. Yeah. And I told him, I said, man, I never heard that word. Not for me.
Exactly. Damn. I was like, and somebody said, only reason he his baby mother is pretty. He was messing with her for a DNA. I was not thinking about getting somebody pregnant to look just like me.
Right.
I'm like, this is God saying, start over.
Yeah, I ain't gonna torture nobody.
My son is beautiful.
Really though.
Right? The dude is going to be about 6'3".
Go ahead now.
He got the model long neck. This is the thing that I couldn't do nothing about, big boy. You probably feel me on this. My son got good hair. He got good hair.
Not to be confused that other hair is bad.
No. Compared to this one.
Right.
Yo, he's got this
shit.
And he's just a dope kid, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's like me starting over, but I'm like, man, I know he's gonna laugh like this.
Yeah.
Be rubbing his chin and everything. Beautiful kid. Kid.
That's my son too. We talked to him on FaceTime because he just got his ear pierced too, and he on FaceTime like, I'm like, stop that shit.
Yeah. But then I'm like this. I'm like, my son is already starting to be cool.
Yeah.
Like I'll FaceTime or whatever, and he'll be like, and I'm waiting for like, Daddy!
Yeah.
He's like, nah, them days are over, man. I'm cool, man.
Like he on his first double digit. He 10.
You
know what I'm saying?
But he's a beautiful kid. Austin, love you, bro.
Yeah, man. So being a dad is like extremely important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's it's like, it really is my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, I love doing this. I love being able to go out and make people feel good. I always say when I do shows, there's two people that come to the show. Someone that needs to laugh and someone that wants to laugh. And the people that I gravitate toward more are the people that really need to laugh. A person that says, you know what, I wasn't even thinking about coming out this weekend. I lost my cousin. I wasn't in a good mood. People say come out of the house, and when they say I came out and I really enjoyed myself, you made me forget about the issues and the problems I had for that 45 minutes or hour. That's when I really appreciate what I do. But at the end of the day, right now, it's everything. Everything is for my son, and everything revolves around him.
Hey, man, do you feel like, not that you're on, but people will look at you and we just start laughing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How is that for you, knowing that you're like our comic relief? You're like our getaway. You're like, you remind us of good times. You know what I'm saying?
I embrace it. And I know I know I'm doing something right. People have said that. They were like, you know, the funny thing about Donnell is that this dude is funny even when he's serious. Yeah, man. And I was going to do a tour called Naturally Funny. I tell people all the time, you could buy a ticket to come see me and I'll give you the best show I can. Hopefully you'll leave there feeling good. Or I'm like, if you really want to have a good time, just hang out with me for a day. Because my brain is always on comedy, where the next laugh. Not that I'm trying to ham it up or be on, but I just think things funny.
How do you know what to put into the show though? Because you know how some people say, man, he's funny as hell. Like you'll say something and be like, damn, those are throwaways.
But what it is with me, it's just like you and I have had funny conversations.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like this. If I could talk about this and me and you think it's funny, whatever, it could go on stage. I don't sit down and like, okay, I'm going to write this joke. This is the beginning, the middle, and the end. It's usually something I've seen throughout the day or something that happened to me in life. I remember when I first started doing comedy, when I couldn't get on stage every night and I wanted to test a premise or an idea, I would just call someone at work, right? And I would just make it, what I wanted to talk about, I would make it just like a casual conversation, right? Just how can I talk to this person? They don't even think that it's a joke.
Right.
And I knew that it was a hit or it was going to work when I finished telling the story. And they'd be like, man, you should put that on stage. I'm like, bing, bing, bing. You was my one-person audience.
Right.
You know? So I just try to keep myself around good people, positive energy, and things that's going to inspire me to like, oh, that's funny, that's funny.
What keeps you on stage?
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't, and money is a big part of it.
Right.
Because I'm not in a situation, say like a Cedric the Entertainer or like a Anthony Anderson that get the big bucks off of TV, so they grind don't have to be as hard. I have to grind on stage. Like I get acting work, but it's nothing that would be able to sustain a lifestyle. So that money is part of it. But another thing is like I really love doing what I do. I'm
He
passionate.
sure didn't lead with that though, right? You didn't lead
No,
with
no,
that.
no.
Right? Yeah.
Because passion can't pay no bills.
Right, yeah.
You know, the belief of something not gonna pay
Yeah,
like bills.
he'd be like,
so it's
ding.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, you're funny. I used to tell my landlord that.
Yeah,
in
swipe
Brooklyn.
that up.
He was like, your jokes don't pay don't pay the rent. But it's I after 33 years, I still love it.
Mm-hmm.
After 33 years, I feel like every year I get better.
Yeah.
After 33 years, and I've never had a lull in my career where I wasn't funny. It was years where you might not see me do a film project or a television project, but on the stand-up, I've been consistent with it. And I'm talking about, like, if you saw me 10 years ago, you might have said, this is the funniest he's ever going to be. Then if you saw me a year after that, you were like, how does he keep on figuring out a way to just get better? Because I love doing it.
Hey man,
I
my
love challenging
wife,
myself.
that was my wife's first time seeing you do stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Even right now, when I told her you were here, she my wife, she only likes certain comedians.
Right.
Bro, she was in there laughing.
What they say on the internet, hauling.
Yeah, hauling. Hey man, but let me tell
Screaming.
you, if there's anyone out there that does comedy and you feel you're funny, bring Too Short to your show.
Right.
I was sitting next to Too Short at this show that you guys put on, right?
Yeah.
He enjoys being out watching comedy.
100%.
And he's the right person to sit next to, because we were shoulder bumping and elbowing and falling on each other like.
I love Too Short. It's so funny because I've been a fan of Too Short. He's a legend, of course.
Yes, sir.
For years. And I'm telling you, the first time I ever saw him, he goes to Chocolate Sundays a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And the first time I saw him, I was like, Too Short's on my show, right? And I even told him this joke once, because like some years ago he caught a unfortunate incident. Yeah, he had DUI, whatever. Yeah. It's documented, whatever. And it was so funny because I said, man, he was the fastest, slowest running brother I ever seen in my life. Yo, he took 3 steps, but I know he thought he was doing like 40. Man. He thought he was flying. You could see him planning to get arrested. He did like that. He said,
hey man, let me tell you, and you know what, man, I hate to bring this up short, because this is one of those things too, man, where it's not really out, you know, and but yeah, because remember, he ran, right? He started a foot pursuit, right? And he didn't get one car length.
It was 3 steps.
Yeah, man.
It was like, in fact, it was 3 steps. He hopped back to them. Oh, man. He didn't even know his direction. Piece of shit. No, I told him to his face, and we laughed at it that night. Oh, but man. He was like, boom, boom.
Fucking but you got me. Yeah. You got me.
But he's a great. I did this music video, this parody once, and he did like the beginning of intro. He's just a great dude. And I look forward to figuring out something.
He just had a 60th too. Just celebrated his 60th.
And then what people, like, I'll tell you this. Short is a legend. Mm-hmm. Right. And like, I think, you know, back in the day, East Coast wasn't as acceptant of like who he was and what he meant to the Bay. But man, seeing Too Short, seeing E40 perform when during the Super Bowl and seeing that love and way, I was like, this was
Wait, which Super Bowl? When did they get down?
This is the last one in San Francisco in the Bay. They did a show. And E40.
They did an offsite.
No, they was doing it at the arena after the show. E40 performed.
So you talking about Super Bowl weekend?
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, Wapale is amazing.
Wapale, E40, and this was another legend too. Yay. And Sway introduced them, right? And I was like, man, one thing I can respect about the Bay and over here is that they respect their legends getting older and supported, man. Just the energy that was coming. I was like, oh, this is the real deal.
Hey man, are you a child of hip hop? Have you always been around it?
Not really. I was introduced to it when I went in the military, right? So I'm so old that it was just starting to pop. I'm talking about Eric B. Rakim, right? You know that Redman. I'm talking about way back, but I grew up in D.C.
Oh, okay.
So we was really connected to go-go music. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really get introduced to hip-hop like that until I went to the military. And a lot of the guys that I was really close with, they was really into it. They was from New Jersey and Brooklyn and everything, so they kind of introduced me to it. So
you ever been to the White House?
outside of it, but not
Yeah,
inside.
You didn't do the Barack Obama tour?
Nah,
He's definitely not getting in there now.
I want to meet him again.
Who?
Barack Obama.
Okay, gotcha.
Because when I met him when he was but he was a senator in Chicago.
In Chicago?
And me and Charlie Murphy, we were at O'Hara Airport, right? And Charlie knew all about Barack Obama. Like, he was a fan. He had read his book and everything. And I never seen Charlie get starstruck over anybody, right? And this time, Barack Obama was coming out of a Lincoln Town car,
right, with
beat up shoes, like no security or anything. And Charlie saw him. He's like, "Oh man, that's Barack Obama." I'm like, "Barack who?"
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was somebody who was dating Shaka Khan or
right,
something.
Barack Obama.
So
Barack Obama.
I was like, "Who is that?" And this is what I knew this Chappelle show was on fire, because I didn't know who he was. I was just hanging out with Charlie, and Charlie went over there. And he was like not shaking, but he was just uncharleristic.
Right. Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Got your book and everything." And the first thing Barack Obama said to Charlie was like, "I just want to let you know that my wife loves the show." So I was like, if his wife loves the show, then she loves me.
Right.
She loves part of the show. I'm like, I'm in the White House.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna be there. And the funny thing,
I'm in the house, bitch.
I am. But the crazy thing is, like, Dave is like really connected with those people like that and everything. And he said the funniest thing. He said, "Donnell, it don't matter if the weirdest people know you. It'd be like the U.S. ambassador of Dubai. They was like, yeah, we was somewhere, and they said, where Ashley Larry? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and Barack
man.
Obama, and it was the same thing. But then Obama was in an interview, and they was asking what his two favorite shows in the history of television, and he said, I think it was HBO's The Wire and MASH. I was like, they really know me.
Right. They know my work Sunday.
Yeah. I can't wait to some kind of way run into that.
Hey man, so are you on tour right now?
I'm always on tour.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Somebody said one time, when are you going to retire? I said, comedians don't retire. We die.
Yeah.
How do you retire from something that you really love? It makes you feel good, and you still can sustain a good living off of it, you know? And I'm never going to, like, you think of most comedians, like, when they pass away, it's like this. They were just on stage last week.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
But I'm always on tour.
But also, that's like, is that an outlet for you too?
It's therapy.
Yeah, man.
It's therapy. It's therapy. People always say comedy is therapy. Therapy is for us. It's for us too. I think I'm the funniest when I'm either upset about something or mostly upset. Right?
What's the hardest moment you had to get on stage? Like, I think Marlon Wayans, it was his dad passed right before he was about to get on stage.
I can't remember.
Like, I remember my mom passed, and it was like a work day. You know what I'm saying? Like, though, because I'm pretty sure, and your gig is to take us away.
But the thing is, I love it so much that I never really connect what's going on in my life like that. I always know that I got to go on stage. One of my mentors years ago, Fat Doctor, he passed away a while ago. He said, "Donnell, you know, when we as performers, what we do," he said, "we're gonna have problems or whatever, but when we have problems, we got to still perform. When you go perform, you put your problems on the side of the stage, then you pick them up when you come back." And I'll tell you, even in the most trying, tough periods, that's when I think the best comedians shine. Mm-hmm. I gave you an example with Kobe. It's not a joke. When Kobe Bryant passed away, right? I remember I had to do Chocolate Sunday, right? And we're in L.A. You know, the world felt him passing away, but L.A. is just a whole different thing. And you could tell people that they were out, they wanted to have a good time, but it was just like, oh, man. You could tell that news was on everybody's mind, and you're asking, how are you going to do a show? And there was an elephant in the room, right? And I said something. I said, Kobe Bryant. I said, man, Kobe Bryant passed away. And people were looking at me like, oh, man, there's no joke in this at all. And it wasn't a joke. I said, one of the things that I respect in his passing is that he died being a girl dad. Mm-hmm. When what he was doing, he was being a father. You know what I'm saying? He was with some kids. He was with his kids. He was in the moment of being a dad on that plane when he crashed. I say, but if I was on that plane, it could have been a different story, right? They would be like, yo, Donnell had 5 hookers on the plane.
Right? Yeah.
Yo, they were trying to have
Your
an orgy.
legacy.
Yeah, somebody threw baby oil on the propeller, and that's how we crashed. But that's a perfect example of being in one situation and being able to switch it. And even when that when Chocolate Sunday wanted to put that clip up, I was like, I don't know if people get it. And I was like, oh man, what are the comments gonna say? But there's a skill to being able to make you feel or take you away from something. Dave told me years ago, Donnell, it's our job to make fun of the things that are troubling the world.
Right.
And that's why I've as long as I've been doing it, I never ever felt like I don't want to go up today. And I'm telling you, that's a hard thing to say for a 33-year career. I never felt like I don't want to go up today. I've never felt like from day one to this day, I still get butterflies when I go on stage.
Yeah.
But I do know where I want to be. I got enough experience now, like I can get there. It's not going to stop me from ripping. But I when I tell you this, I really mean it. I still love doing it. I still love learning more. I still love watching other comedians that are dope. I still enjoy it. I don't do it I do it, and I said it earlier, I do like the idea of getting money from it,
Right.
But I like doing it. Somebody told me, Donnell, what's your price? I ain't got no price. You know, when I say that, it could be from free to whatever, the sky's the limit, but I love doing it. And I think that's kind of what separates me from a lot of comedians that's doing it as long as I am. It's not, I'm just going there to get the money. You know, you could tell people pay good money to see comedians, and it's like they doing the same thing over and over again, and you could tell they're not passionate about it, and they're just doing it because I'm gonna get this check. I don't care what y'all think about it. Like if I have a set that's not that good, I'm in the back cave. I'm not going to the after party thing. I'm trying to figure out how that not happen again. But I really, really love doing it.
Had you ever been to any of the Diddy parties?
I know I've never. And the reason why, and I'm going to tell you straight up, I was never invited.
Really though?
No, I had 2 dozen bottles of baby oil ready to go. Yo, I was like this, heat it.
Put this in the microwave for 10
Don't
seconds.
threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, man.
Part of that party was popping. Hey, get from behind me. That's all it. No, but I never been to a Diddy party, but I have been around a Diddy experience, and the experience I had with him was it was a family trip. It was in St. Martin some years ago, right? And there's a picture that came up with me, with Diddy, and a whole bunch of people. And the first thing people say, oh, was it a freak off? I don't know anything about a freak off.
Right, same.
And none of that. But I do know, that's why I say Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because the side that I knew of him and my encounter with him, it was always, he was brother love. And when we was on that yacht in St. Martin, it was like,
I said that was a flex. Well, go ahead. Yacht in St. Martin.
I don't trust your face, sir. I see it coming, man. I see it.
No, I was just saying the way you said we was on that yacht in St. Martin. I'm like, that's a flex.
Yo, it's a flex. And then it's a flex. So you were very bendable, right?
Right,
I didn't give you the chance to finish your
I ain't doing that shit.
No, but it was so dope because Diddy's kids was hanging out with
man.
Dave's kids. They was doing the jet skis. It was just dope because every year, Christmas time, he have this event where it's just all family.
Yeah.
All family.
Yeah, he would do that on Sundays and everything, man. And I've been to the Diddy parties. Like, you wanted to go to a Diddy party.
That's what
when he did, like, All-Star Weekend at a club, those were Diddy parties. When his 50th birthday, and then when I would tell people when everything came out, I was like, nah, I never seen anything. But the Diddy party and the freak off, we figured out that was 2 different things.
Yeah,
it was the freak off. So those were very specific,
right?
On what that was.
Yeah, I was on. And that's how it was with me on the yacht.
Yeah,
it was like with lamb chops and
and
risotto. We were eating risotto and lamb chops and everything. It was so funny because when I was on that, it was so funny because at this time, my son was like 2 years old, right? And we were going on a yacht, and I was like, oh, we about to meet Diddy or whatever, right? So he was taking a while to come out, and after a while, the women on the boat was like, we're gonna go shopping on the boardwalk or whatever. My son was like 2 years old, and then my baby mother, she was like, it's all men left, right? She said, you want to take Austin because we're gonna go shopping. And I was like, if you don't get that baby out my goddamn face right there, I'm about to be a Ciroc boy. I'm about to get
Ciroc boys in the house tonight.
I'm about to turn up. And she left. And I will say, there was this vodka, right? It was called Ciroc 10. It hadn't even made it to America yet, right? And I was taking this vodka down. I don't know what was this vodka, but it felt like I had a full head of hair on that yacht. I was like this. I felt like Fabio, son. I was like this. I was singing rock music and everything, right? And it was so smooth. Then here come my baby mother again, right? With my son again.
Right. With
I
your
told
son.
you to get rid of him. Now she got him on his hip like he weighed 100 pounds. Like, and she comes up there. She was like, "You want to take a?" I was like, and then she was like this in front of everybody. She was like this. You need to drink some water. And I was like, I thought I was drinking water for like the last hour, right? That was so smooth. But my experience on that yacht,
right?
It was nothing for anybody to be ashamed of, embarrassed about, or anything. And in fact, when that picture came out with me and Diddy and these other people called me and they was like, "Yo, the picture looks sus." My son even said, "Daddy, you took a picture with the diddler."
Oh, really though?
That's what my
now
son
that he's
said.
10 now? Like,
yeah. And he said, he said, "You took a picture with the diddler." He said, "I can't even go to school now." Right?
Really?
And then one of my friends said, "Yo, I saw the picture." He said, "I was in it. It looked sus." And I told him, I said, "Look, man, I don't know what you saw when you looked at that picture, but when I looked at that,
okay, I'm looking at the picture now.
when I looked at that picture, I say 8 successful black men creating generational wealth for their kids and their kids and their kids. When I look at that picture, I see 8 successful black men that's creating jobs in communities and neighborhoods where they couldn't get a job." I said, when I look at that picture, I see black excellence. And he said, "Donnell, I know that's what you see, but we see you sitting between Diddy legs."
Like, don't change the narrative.
I said I slipped. It was baby oil everywhere. Big boy, who didn't slip? And look at my knees shining too, son. It was just I was shining in the glow.
Oh, man.
But look, I ain't snitch. I'm snitching. Dave Chappelle in there too.
Right.
Dave, he flued me out.
Amen.
Dave flued me out.
Amen.
Dave tried to traffic me, big boy. Dave Chappelle. If the show come back, untraffic me. Untraffic
You need
me,
50
Dave.
million off the rip.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you said he flued you out.
He tried.
Hey, man,
I got
he said,
flued.
hey, man, that's that. Come on out the bushes. They caught us.
Yeah.
Everybody come out the bushes.
Yeah.
They done caught us, man.
You flued me out,
Yeah,
Dave.
man.
If you're thinking about bringing the Chappelle show back, can you unflew somebody?
Right.
Unflewed me. Unflewed me.
Hey, man, the last time you came to the neighborhood, we were talking about how much you enjoyed Taylor Swift. And did you say you went to the concert?
I didn't go to the concert, but that's when I was dealing with mental issues, and I was like, and that's the song, because like a lot of times in life, we want to blame everything, everybody else. Our circumstances, where we are, we blaming somebody else. It's easy to say it's because of that. It's because of that. But the deepest thing is when you can say, and I used Michael Jackson's song "Man in the Mirror" as a reference. When you can say, when she said, "It's me, hi, I'm the problem, it's me." Usually, things can be corrected when you finally realize that you are the problem.
Right.
That's the only time you grow. And I will tell you, I'm in a point in my life, I feel like your therapist has just broke through.
Right.
He was like, "This is what I get big butts for." I just feel like you want to change. It's never too late to change things, right?
Right.
It's never too late to change your outlook on life and a whole bunch of things. But the toughest thing to do is to change around black people because they don't want you to change. Try to change your life around black people. Try to change your diet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
I'm going to
God.
say this. I got to say it the way I want to say it.
Please.
Tell a nigga you a vegan.
Right.
I knew he was sucking dick.
Hey man, but
He
you know
was
what?
at the Diddy party. He was at the Diddy party. He ordered oyster mushrooms. He gay as hell.
Hey man, but you know what? That's real as hell
It's
too,
the
man.
truth.
Hey man, and then have you ever seen this shit where they talk about how much we'll do to like, man, like yeah, oh yeah, look at him, man, he over there drinking water.
Yeah,
yeah.
trying to avoid diabetes.
Yeah, look at him over there, man.
Trying to live forever.
What you moisturizing? You crazy as hell.
You looking forward to another birthday, huh?
Right.
Yes, I am. And the only way, this is the truth. This is the truth. The only way you can change is the people that you're around. You can't change around people that don't want to change or not doing perfect
man.
stuff. You're not, because of that negative energy, you'll constantly be around it. And that's what I'm working on, just being a different person. I'm not a vegan.
Right.
But it's certain things when you try, like one of my friends, he found out that I had a therapist. Because you can't tell niggas you got a therapist.
Right.
You can't. If you know a nigga that's got a therapist, you can tell him.
Right.
You can't talk to a therapist niggas like that.
Be like this.
And he found out because we were in DC doing some promo, and I was on the radio. He was listening in the car, right? And I was talking about the therapist, and he looked at me like, he said, "Yo, D, you all right?" I'm like, "Why you say?" He said, "You got a therapist? You all right?" I'm like, "I got a therapist so I could be all right."
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of a therapist. And he looked at me like, "Nigga," he said, "Why you could have just talked to me?" And I'm like, "I'm tired of drinking with you."
Right. Yeah, like, where am I going to talk to you at?
Yeah, that's the
Be
worst
like, you make
place.
me depressed.
You the reason why I said, let me go spend some time and get a therapist.
Yeah, man.
But sometimes it's just
caught a
good
case
to
with you.
Yes, sometimes it's just good to have somebody listen to what you got to say.
But you know what? We do have dialogue there's another bottle right there too. We do have dialogue of
Thank you.
now we can talk. Because remember at one point too, Donnell, it used to be like head shrink.
Yeah.
Crazy doctor, head doctor, so at least now we can see where there is some conversation when you can say, "Oh, I have a therapist."
Yeah, but certain people
oh my God.
certain people are on the forefront of that, and just make you think about Charlamagne is one of those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always on therapy. I'm like, just how much checks you getting with that therapy?
Right, yeah.
But it is being able to talk, because it's easy to say I could talk to my friends, whatever, but a lot of times they're gonna tell you everything you need to hear. Sometimes it's just hearing it from somebody, unbiased opinion, somebody else, because I was having issues because for some reason I'm always in algorithms, even not beefing with somebody or having a misunderstanding, right? And I was talking to the therapist, and I said, I know I should not worry about this issue. It's so easy for someone to say, "Oh, they not on this person, not on your level. They got this many followers or whatever," but you still, for some reason, you have an impulse, to want to address it. It's not that you got 10 followers. It's what you putting out in the universe. And I was like, what do I do about this? He said, well, Donnell, if somebody you feel disrespects you on a public platform, it's fair to want to answer them on the same public platform. He said, but whatever decision you make sure, oh God.
Uh-oh, there you go.
Here we go again. Oh my God, it's my baby.
Why are you gay?
Stop it! Wait, hold on. Hello? I'm on the radio. I was just talking about you.
Saying what?
How much?
Is that the queen?
Yes. How I respect you as my baby mom, and you never give me no problems or anything like that. Just we have a wonderful co-parenting situation.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can I leave some money?
Okay, talk to you later. That's her tag. That's her tag for everything.
It's so funny.
She told, what was I saying? I need to complete that thought. It was what?
Your therapist said that you don't need you
Oh,
want to respond
as long
on
as
public?
you authentic in how you address it, right? And there was some truth to that, because I remember I had beef with a rapper some years ago, and I was gonna make a video.
Is it a known rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't think so.
Right. You still there?
I'm starting to beef all over.
You ain't let it go. Get your ass back to therapy. You said, my man said, I don't think so.
Whatever.
He cool.
He had one song. He was high. He was high. My shit is more John Blake. I got John Blake shit. And then I wanted to address address it and wanted to go there. And
I could tell.
And it was, and like I told my guys, I said, let's get a camera crew. I'm gonna do a whole production, right? I got the lights going and everything. And when they said, all right, go, D, and I just started off, I just said, I was like, fuck you, bitch. I was like, keep my name out your mouth and all this type of shit. I was like, it didn't. Then when I rewind, I said, it didn't feel right because that's not who I am, right? And I didn't address it as my authentic self. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have time to always address it. And the way I address beef or if you don't like me, the way I address it is just keep going harder.
Yeah, man.
Just keep working harder. So if you're gonna hate me, I have to feed you.
Right.
I gotta feed you.
Feed you with my success.
I gotta keep, and you're just like, okay. And it's not being a brag or anything. I'm just gonna keep going until you're like, maybe I made a bad decision.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this. One of the things, when I get mad, when I have beef, it makes me go deeper into my creative bag. It makes me write better than you. It makes me perform better than you. And I'm gonna prove something to you. I'm gonna prove something that I don't wanna fight you on social media. I don't wanna physically fight you in the streets. I told somebody the other day, they said, so-and-so got a beef with you. I was like, well, if they have a beef, just let them know I'm going to stab them.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yo, I'm too old.
Right.
Me talking about shoot the fade, a fair one. If I fight you, it's going to be the most unfair fight ever.
Yeah.
I'm going to poke you.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna poke you with a Swiss Army knife. My niggas that just came home, I'm gonna make me a real shank.
Right, yeah. All melted and dirty and with
rusty
tape.
nails.
Hell yeah, man. Bottom of a file cabinet.
Ace bands, cotton, still some blood stains.
Even if I nick you this much, your tetanus.
You getting lockjaw. And I'm not gonna.
I'm spoiling your blood.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna do like a white stab. Like you better not do.
Yeah.
You got to poke. My man already told me how to do it.
Turn the knife around.
Turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is what he told me.
Yeah.
This is what he told me. I'm saying, Corey Holcomb, pay attention.
Right.
This look this.
Oh,
It's a joke. I would never poke Corey.
I didn't know who we were talking about. All right.
That's the fight. But I don't want to fight you there.
Right.
I want to fight you. This is my arena. Mm-hmm. Let's go on stage. Whatever is going on, and I know people like, who's he talking about? It's at least 6 people that could say he's talking about me. Mm-hmm. Only place I want to meet you, only place I want to have war is on stage. That's it. That's it. Let's go on stage and let the people decide on, okay, who's right and who's wrong in this situation. Because in the day, I don't got time for you. All I want to do is be the funniest I can, give myself the best opportunities I can, give my son the best opportunity. And I know it may sound crazy. I just want to make the world a better place. Mm-hmm. And the reason, that's good segue into me with the Michael Jackson movie coming out, right?
Oh, yeah. That was on my list,
This is so
bro.
dope, bro. The thing dope about it is that finally he's getting some peace. And what I mean by that, the reception people are having about this movie, the things that we want to think about with Michael Jackson, the contributions to Michael Jackson had to music, the contribution Michael Jackson had to the world, you know. And I met, interesting thing, I met his youngest, I don't know if he's the youngest Prince. I don't know if Prince is the youngest. Prince. We were out in the cornfields. We were doing these shows with Dave in Yellow Springs, right? And Prince, like, he knew someone in our team. He was out there. Dave invited him or whatever it was. He just came up for a red eye. And when I do this thing every year called Donnell Land, right? Where it's 4 days of family fun. We go canoeing, horseback riding, sound bath. We have a celebrity kickball game. We have a comedy show. We have Sunday Fun Day. We have a river run. It's something that I've been doing for the last 5 years, and I love it. And the tagline is Donnell Land, bridging the gap between the young and the old to make memories for a lifetime. It's something that was inspired by Dave inviting me out to Yellow Springs to help contribute to a fun time. And Prince had just showed up at the hotel. This was our rendezvous spot to go to the go to the kayak.
Well, yeah, Prince is it's Paris, Prince, and then Blanket's the youngest.
Yeah.
So this is Prince. This is Prince. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, it's no way. I don't care. You see Prince Jackson, you're gonna be like,
Right.
I mean, that's what it is. You think about the legacy of his dad, you just think about everything. And he was like really, really humble. I said, "What's up, man? Pleasure to meet you." And I was like, "Yo, we about to go on the river. You want to go?" And he was like, "No, we just got in. We just got in. We want to get some rest." I was like, "Nah, man, rest when y'all leave. Go to the river. It's the most peaceful thing. I'm telling you." He was like, "Nah." And he was like, "Okay, I'll go." Right? And he saw me and the connection I had with my son in that river. He saw the peace that the river gave him and his lady. I don't know if it's right now, whatever, but whoever he was with. And we kept in touch with each other, you know. And the thing that he always says, Donnell, the thing I admire about you the most is the relationship that you have with your son. And hearing that from Michael Jackson's son just made me think, does that make him think about, oh, man, I wish I would have been able to do this. I wish I would have been able to do that. But what I do know in the case with me is that when Prince Jackson has a kid, he's gonna be one of the best fathers on this planet.
You seen that?
I saw it just in the conversation, the way he looked at me. Just I ain't no psycho now. I was like, this dude is gonna be a great dad for so many reasons. He's gonna be protective over his kid. He's gonna teach that kid. He's gonna tell that kid the history of his dad and just how his dad looked at life and what that instilled in him. And like, I don't always root for people to be fathers. I've done this probably 6 or 7 times in my life where it'd be a guy I'm talking to. I'm like, this, you're going to have a kid. It happened. Chris D'Elia happened with. Teddy Swims it happened with. Oh, wow. It's every time. And they like, yeah, whatever. And it happened. And I'm putting that on him. And I know it's going to happen. He's going to be the dopest.
Have you seen the Michael movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
All this you talking?
No. And I'm going to tell you why I'm upset about that.
Right.
Because I got invited to the
premiere?
The premiere. He invited me, personal invite, and I couldn't make it because I think I was in New York.
Getting ready for the White House Correspondents' Dinner?
I was getting ready for a Diddy yacht.
Right, yeah.
I was preparing for a freak off.
Right.
But I couldn't make it, and I was like, and it's only been this week. And when I tell you I've been nonstop, whatever, but I'm going to make time to see it this weekend. But the thing I like going back to the whole my thing is like, it's so good for people to praise him and understand like what he was. When I say us, I ain't saying black people, just to the world.
Right. The
You know?
human race.
Yeah.
Hey, man, have you ever met Michael?
I haven't.
Oh, man, yeah. Well,
You? Oh, you the one. I know you got all of them.
yeah, man.
I hate you.
AI! Yeah, hey, man, now everything is questionable.
Yeah, it is questionable.
Everything is
but
questionable,
it's not questionable
bro.
with your history.
Right.
And I'm saying, if I don't say it enough, I always give you your roses, man. I remember when I was on the East Coast and they was like, this dude on the West Coast just killing it. I remember when I was I think I had just left the radio, but when you had a stint, when you was at you was with the not Hot 97, but the whatever that day part was.
Yeah,
you had the morning show.
I did. Yeah, I did mornings at Hot for a second.
Yeah, Ebro did that. Yeah,
then Ebro and them came in. Yeah, but I did mornings for a little bit.
Yeah, and it's so another thing to be commended is like you've had a career it's so hard for people not to get in trouble.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how you know how I know how you stay out of trouble. When you see me lit at the club, you know that's time to leave.
What is it, 1:15?
Yeah, you like, yeah, Donnell just spilt his drink on me. Right. I think it's time to get out of here.
I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, man.
No, but you, whenever I see you out, you at the hot time.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a movie premiere, you're looking at the movie, and then I'm gone.
I've had the gift of getting home.
Yeah.
I've had the gift of getting home.
Nah, but
Watch you leave from here and you find me just in some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm telling you, if people
solicitation of a male prostitute, I never knew that shit.
He was talking to Donnell, wasn't he?
Right.
Yeah, we should have known that baby or dropping out his backpack. Nah, but if I don't say it enough, if people don't say it enough, man, you're definitely the definition of a true GOAT.
Thank you, bro.
You're radio royalty.
Thank you.
And we're talking about, I did radio. And they say you're nobody in radio unless you've been fired 3 times, right? But I don't know if that's the case with you, but to sustain a career as long as you have, it's It just don't happen.
Yeah, this is year 32 for him. So when you say year 33 for your comedy, this is year 32. And like you, we grew up in this. We had some of the best moments and some of the craziest moments. You know what I'm saying?
But you represent, like, I ain't knocking these social media people or anything like that. You have the tools to make yourself hot. You don't have what we had to do coming up to be seen and everything. We come from an era of flyers. We come from an era of like word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? So now you get these personalities and these celebrities that come on and they're like, oh, they had a hot year. But I tell people all the time, try maintaining a successful career for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Let's talk to me then. And like D.L. Hughley was saying to one young guy, he said, you know what, sometimes it's better just to be warm for a very long time than be hot for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you, not saying you're always hot, but just to maintain, people will never understand what it takes to keep doing the numbers, keep having the relationships. They don't understand that. And not only on top of that, but to still be a stand-up guy and like, it's easy to be known in the business. Being respected is a whole different.
Yes, sir.
Whole different. Never heard a bad word about you or anything. And whenever anybody says your name, it's like, oh man, did I use all my for this one show?
No, you got a couple more.
I got one more. Okay, one more. Oh, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
I'll save the other one like for the end of it, but that's what it is, bro.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro.
You.
Yeah, I will take that, brother. There it is.
And look how we cheering with water. This is a great moment for tequila. And what did this vegan ass non-eating motherfucker give me? Stop trying to save my life.
Let me die. Man, Donnell. Thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man.
Thanks. And another thing,
Yes,
you didn't
sir.
have to do this. I told you. This is to remind people, I will be at the Belasco.
Yep, Belasco,
I need to learn how to
Belasco.
pronounce that, May the 4th. But
Downtown LA, part of Netflix, is a joke series that's going.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah, man.
But this is what I say. This is the truth to like who you are. I know this is last minute, and this is like everybody wants to be in this platform, and this is the week before Netflix, and you was like, oh, D, you told me, you said I'll make some room for you, so
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for that.
No, I appreciate you, brother. And you know, my door's not open. Our door's off the hinges for you, bro.
But I was going to test you. I was like, I took it personal. When his number changed, I said, really?
That's your last
Yo,
one.
you know, no. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That was it. Bro, really? You colored? I'm so personal. I was like this. Yeah, you changed the number because of me. You ain't had to do this.
Right.
And then I did the most non-masculine thing ever. I slid in the. I mean, this is the last one.
Go ahead.
I slid in the DM.
Big, is this you?
Yeah.
Man.
And immediately he texted me back and was like, yo, D, here go my number. I tried to get you, so I appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Donnell Rawlings in the neighborhood. Don't forget, Netflix is a joke. It is going down, man. He will be at Belasco, downtown Los Angeles, May 4th. Get on out there, man, for a great night of comedy. I just saw him a couple weeks ago. And I'm telling you, man, your shit was
I try
on
to tell
fire.
him. I love it when people, I can say it, but you was in that moment, and it was
my
like
God,
the
bro.
roof was on. I
Hey,
went
man, but you came out, bow, 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 and it never stopped.
never.
I'm there.
Nah, it wasn't. No, it's not.
Hey,
It's
man.
not. It's gonna be crap. What I say? Fire! Fire!
What you say?
Fire! Yo,
Hey, man, was that in the show? Right?
No, this is what. Oh man,
Hey, man,
I don't even want to talk about that.
Did you do that the night that I saw you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I did that. When I do that, the room is it's done. It's
So,
done.
but that hasn't been seen. That hasn't been recorded yet. Okay,
no.
so people don't know what.
That's just
people don't know what this is yet.
Yo, that's so gangster that I pull that in the
man.
rest any part of the show. Bam! Y'all gotta see it. And it's a meme. It's so funny because now that voice part is a meme now. It's like it's gonna start popping up. Like when something happens, it'll be like this, like somebody dunk on somebody, it'll be like, fire! Oh man, you got me hot. I ain't stabbing no more. I'm bringing the thing out now.
Oh man, Donnell, thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Big Boy's neighborhood.